can't believe you haven't read anything by Charles Bukowski. I mean, you've read everything. Well, clearly not everything.
I have heard of the man. American poetry just hasn't really been a big interest of mine. I read it when it's a requirement. There are just so many other options to read.
I could put in British lit. Or I could do French lit. I could do the story of Robin Hood. What do you think?
This conversation is so boring. What's the point in it? What if Gawain and I had an interesting conversation for once?
Let's just focus on one thing at a time. We can look at rewrites later.
How did you choose my name?
What does that have to do with anything?
Just tell me.
Name generator.
Well, that explains a lot.
Does it really matter? Let's get back to the actual story, please.
Fine. So what if you were to tie in Robin Hood?
Fine. What are your ideas, Chimera? What if Gawain and I were put in some kind of danger?
What kind of danger?
I don't know. You're the writer. What kind of danger would someone from King Arthur's world get into?
It needs to be something that would transfer well into modern society. I think you losing your voice randomly would be a simple enough implication of magic.
I have heard of the man, so I'm not that much of a disappointment.
What's wrong? What? I can't understand.
Fine. What would Gawain do?
He could offer you some water.
Boring. Something else, please.
What if your thoughts became audible instead?
I have heard of the man, so I'm not that much of a Wait a minute. My mouth's not moving. Can you hear me?
He would be genuinely unnerved by it.
Have I always been able to do this? And then I disappear.
What?
What? It makes it even more scary.
Would that really show up well in a novel?
It would look great in a movie.
Who's to say it'd even make it that far?
Fine, start over, fun sucker.
What if instead of you losing your voice, a note appears out of thin air and you lose your train of thought?
That could work. Proceed.
Wait, no, instead of it appearing, someone hands it to them as they run past. But before you have a chance to ask about it, they're long gone. You encourage Gawain to open the note, so he does, and the note
contains the truth behind who he actually is, but he doesn't tell me. He just says that he has to go and leaves.
I need a break.
But we were having so much fun. Don't leave me.
I really need a break right now.
I'm really glad you called. It seems like forever since I saw you last.
2 months.
What?
That's how long it's been. The reason I know that is because that's how long I've been working on this project and haven't seen much of anyone.
Yeah, well, what about Hal?
I haven't seen him, but I guess I've talked to him more than anyone during this process.
He said you've been wrapped up in some idea, so what's this one about?
Arthurian legend is real. The characters are people from the legend, and it's only a matter of time before they find out who they are.
Well, that seems like an interesting read.
I hope that's what people think when they read it.
Will you actually finish it this time?
I think so. You know how much I love Arthurian legend.
I do. I really hope this works out for you. I know you've been struggling.
Yeah, me too. But enough about me. What's been going on with you?
Well, I changed my major. It's history now.
You were majoring in architectural engineering before, right?
Right. Now I'm going to be studying the history of it all.
Some are meant to create things and some are meant to study them. That's the balance of the world.
That is the balance. Unfortunately, my parents don't see it that way.
Hey.
Hal!
Hey, Hal. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you finally out of the Hermitage.
You're so sweet.
Aw, thanks.
I'm so
We've got to go. We're going to be late.
It was good to see you guys.
Yeah.
It was good to see you too. Good luck with your story.
See ya.
As far as dates had gone, there had been worse.
Why are you writing this crap?
Why do you care so much? Why don't you let me write this on my own?
Because it's my story you're writing. Not yours, not anyone else's, mine. I would like a say in the choices I make for once. Is that too much to ask for? It must be, because you never listen. You never do. You just go with whatever's easiest for you to write. Challenge yourself for once. Allow that precious pen of yours to create chaos. I know I'm not real and I can't actually make my own choices, but it is a nice idea. A nice, dangerous idea. Dangerous fun. Try having fun for once, writer.
I'm trying to make it as real as I possibly can. I want it to feel real to those who'll read it. I'm trying my best to add realistic elements of the world I experience. That's all I have to go off of, my own experiences. I can do research all day long, but it comes down to what I personally have seen, what I felt. Yep, I'm alone, again, talking to myself.
What? You can't think of something to come next? That's because what you've written is just too stereotypical. It's so boring that no one will want to read this.
How do you know that? How do you know I'm not trying to change your fate?
And what fate would that be that I need stereotypical garbage?
Never mind, you don't need to know that right now.
You don't get to decide that.
Yes, I do. I'm the writer.
If you want to change it, then you must not like it. So tell me.
No.
Tell me.
Chimera, please.
Tell me.
You're a monster.
What? Because I want to know my own fate?
No, a chimera is a mythological monster from Greek and Roman mythology. It's got the head of a lion, the body of a goat, and the tail of a snake. And they can breathe fire.
Wait. So you're telling me that when I learn the history of my origin, I transform into this thing?
I don't know the exact details, but by the time you learn your history, it's too late.
What do you mean too late?
Never mind.
No, tell me.
Chimera.
If you're not gonna tell me on your own, I'll make you tell me.
And how do you intend to do that?
Like this. The writer suddenly appears in the forest.
Who is that?
The one who's writing our story.
What?
Anything this person writes comes true. Show him.
So magic is real in this world. Merlin?
No, I'm the writer.
Are you gonna write me back, or do I just have to walk?
So, you know my story?
I know what your story is based on, but I'm still working out the details of it in this world.
What can you tell me?
I can tell you that you have the best heart out of your group of friends. And I can also tell you that because of your past, you don't always make the best decisions, but your heart is in the right place, and that's what everyone loves about you.
Have you told him my story yet?
No.
Well, I say it is time. Gawain knows his story, so I should at least know my own.
Amara, stop. This isn't you.
Get out of the way, I'm fine. Just tell me.
No!
Tell me!
No!
What? Afraid your characters will no longer be your own? We were never yours to begin with, remember? You based us on the ideas of other people that already existed. You're not a writer, you're a copier. You copy the ideas of other people and make them your own. You're a copycat, a failure, a fraud.
Oh, hey. Are you okay?
Would you say that I'm a writer or a copier?
What do you mean? I'd say that you're a writer.
Who copies other people's ideas, so basically a fraud.
No, you allow what you have read to influence what and how you write. All writers do that.
I know.
Are you all right?
I'm just thinking that I'm not meant to do this. Write novels, I mean. It's all I've ever wanted to do, but I can't seem to finish anything I start. And I always get to this point in thinking everything I've written is crap and nobody's ever gonna want to read it.
Now, hold on.
Don't bother telling me you would, because you're my friend and it's normal for you to say those kinds of things, but I'm being serious, Hal. I don't think I can do this.
Why not take a break? Focus on something else.
I don't know what else to do. Writing is all I ever do because it's all I've ever done.
You're thinking too much. Now, I know I didn't get to see you for your birthday since you were busy writing your life away, but I didn't forget about it.
You didn't have to give me anything.
I know, but I wanted to. And who knows, maybe it'll help.
If it doesn't come bursting out of you in spite of everything, don't do it. If you're doing it for money or fame, don't do it. If it's hard work just thinking about doing it, don't do it. If you're trying to write like somebody else, forget about it. When it is truly time, and if you have been chosen, it will do it by itself, and it will keep on doing it until you die, or it dies in you. There is no other way, and there never was.
You're not a writer, you're a copier. You copy the ideas of other people and make them your own. You're a copycat, a failure, a fraud.
We're not real anyway.